Okay, so in this lecture we will study the characteristic impedance. So far we have seen the wave equation for the voltage and current, and we have also noticed that the current and voltage travels in the form of wave in the transmission line. And in last lecture we also learned the what is forward wave, what is backward wave. Forward wave travels from source to load, backward wave travels from load to source, as well as significance of gamma. Gamma is nothing but it's a propagation constant, which is a complex quantity. Recall what is alpha, that was attenuation constant, what is beta, that is phase shift constant. Recall that the physical significance of beta, if beta is equal to 0 means excitation is DC, and gamma depends on the primary constant of the transmission line. Okay, so initially when we were developing the equation, we developed two equation. Look at here, dv over dx like that, di over dx like that. Okay, these two equations are known as coupled equation. Why do we say coupled equation? Because voltage is depending on current, and in this equation current is depending on voltage. That's why there is dependency to each other. That's why we are saying it is coupled equation. If we differentiate this equation, then it will become d2v over dx square, and here it will be di by dx. From these two equation we have derived the wave equation for voltage and current. Okay, and we also got the solution of these two equations. What is voltage wave? Voltage wave is the function of x. Voltage is the function of x, means if we change the location, our location in the transmission line along x direction, then voltage will change, which is the sum of forward wave as well as backward wave. In same fashion, can we write the equation for current? Yes, because both equation looks similar. So I can write this is forward current wave, this is backward current wave. Okay, put these two solutions on equation 1. What is at equation 1? At left hand side we see differentiation of voltage. Okay, can we differentiate this one? Yes, then it will be v plus minus gamma e power minus gamma x, v minus gamma e power gamma x. At right hand side put the value of I. What is the value of I? Put here, and with minus sign, as well as multiplication of r plus j omega l. So remember that this v plus term is forward wave, I plus term is forward wave. So let's compare the forward wave, and at later part of the this lecture we will compare the backward wave. Okay, now here we are comparing forward wave. So minus gamma v plus e power minus gamma x, and it will be minus I plus e power minus gamma x r plus j omega l. Okay, so can we write v plus over I plus r plus j omega l divided by gamma, and gamma, recall that gamma square is we have already given r plus j omega l, g plus j omega c. From this equation you can say again gamma is a complex quantity. So if we compare these two things, then we get z naught is equal to v plus over I plus is equal to r plus j omega l divided by gamma. Put the value of gamma here, and finally you get this expression. Okay, from this equation you can say this is voltage upon current is nothing but it's a impedance. Okay, so this equation, in this equation impedance is positive, and you can see this impedance depends on the primary constant of the transmission line. And another thing you can say, it depends on the basic character of the transmission line. That's why we say it's a characteristic impedance, and this characteristic impedance is a complex quantity. Yes, it has some magnitude part, it has some phase part also. So this is for forward wave, means you can say another thing, this forward wave see positive characteristic impedance. Okay, this characteristic impedance for the lossy transmission line. Why do we say? Because R and G both are the lossy element, they dissipate the energy in the form of heat. So whenever the forward wave travels from source to load, then there will be attenuation, and this forward wave will look the characteristic impedance, that is Z0. One more important thing you can notice, this characteristic impedance does not depend on the any location, it will be same everywhere. It is not a function of x, it is not a function of location. Okay, so what about lossless transmission line? Lossless transmission line means there should be no lossy element, and you know that resistance and conductance both are the lossy element. Put the value of R equals to 0, G equals to 0, then you will get lossless transmission line. So in the case of lossless transmission line, put value of R and G 0 here, you get L over C under root L over C. It is nothing but it's a real number. This is important. Okay, so whenever the wave is traveling from source to load in lossy transmission line, it will look positive characteristic impedance, and this characteristic impedance will be a real quantity. Okay, now you saw that you have compared so far the forward component. Now we are comparing the backward component, means V minus and I minus term. So now in this page I have compared my backward component. Now you can see V minus over I minus times of this thing, and you can modify this thing like this. Z0 is equal to minus time, what was the value of gamma? That is under root of R plus j omega L into G plus j omega C. Then you can notice and you can observe the thing that backward wave is looking negative characteristic impedance, and this characteristic impedance depends on the basic character of the transmission line, or you can say primary constant of the transmission line. And again you can say that characteristic impedance is not a function of location or not a function of distance. Another thing you can say this characteristic impedance is for the backward wave, and whenever backward wave travels from load to source, there will be attenuation because R and G terms are present. If you want to make lossless, then you have to put value of R and G is equal to 0, then characteristic impedance is equal to negative times of under root L over C. So in this case you can see there is no attenuation because a value of R and G is 0, there is no lossy element. Okay, so far this is all about for this lecture. In next lecture we will see infinite length transmission line or some impedance relationship. Okay, so if you get something from this lecture, then please like, subscribe and share it, and please watch my next lecture. Thank you very much.